corner. And I had two. So for rules and play, I did two pieces. I'll get started now. One piece was a table, like tabletop kind of installation piece. And that involved like an interactive video piece. So I'll show you sort of like an example of how it works here in just a second. But so the I guess I don't have any pictures of it, but I'll describe it. So okay, so it was a table. You all probably have seen it, but there's a table, and you can actually reach. And there's a screen, right? There's a screen. You look down at the screen, and that's like something like a little nice grassy area, right? But then you're instructed to put your hands up under, and you can see your hands. And anyway, it makes patterns or whatever. So games, right? I gave myself a challenge, and like as a a digital artist, I struggle with this problem of like, well, when you want to present your work, everybody has phones. Everyone looks at screens all day, right? And that's like lame. That when you bring it into a gallery, that's not very exciting, right? So how could I use a giant screen and make you see it a little bit differently, right? So I was like, okay, let's take this big screen, let's turn it down, like lay it down, so you have to look down into it. So you're like looking into a nice little portal. Anyway, that was my solution. We got it? We got it. Could I have an assistant come forward that has a green shirt on?
I only got a little bit of green, sort of at the bottom of it.
Yeah. Thank you for volunteering for this. So I'm basically going to use this request. Could you just sort of like stand right here? All right. Thanks. So this is my green screen here. So basically this is the set. Maybe you could just turn around. Yeah.
But it has stuff on the other side.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
So under the table there was a webcam looking up at basically a green screen. So this was my little solution to how can I put you into this world without having to have a camera above you or for some other direction. Instead, you get to enter in, and then you find yourself in this magical world. And it really all depends on the lighting, on how well that all comes out. But yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, so there's me being green screened and whatever. So and there's leaves when the lighting's like perfect. So, let me show you. Thanks for standing here. You're doing great. Let me talk real quick about the technology, because that's what's really cool about this. So I built this with a framework called aframe, which is a VR, like a web VR framework. That's okay. We're good. Okay. There it goes.
Are we?
So basically, I think we're done here. But so it was built with aframe, which is typically used for VR stuff. So there was a little button down there, and I could put you into VR mode, and you could see it in VR. But so what was happening there, though, was like a giant composition of many layers. If there was a bottom layer of video, and then your hand was this extra layer of video, and all of this is being composited in a 3D space. You couldn't tell that, but that's what was happening, right? And it was all running in a web browser.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's crazy. And that's what made me really excited about doing that. So, and that you can use tools like aframe and WebVR to deliver stuff that isn't VR, because that was very much not VR. But I can rapidly make 3D composited scenes, just like that. Anyway, it was cool. So that kind of stuff is very enabling as an artist, for me. Because before I would have to work in After Effects, and it would be static, right? But now I can do really awesome dynamic stuff and deliver it. You could run it on my cell phone if I needed to. So that's what's pretty cool. Okay, so there's that. I did another thing. How much time do I got? Probably 30 seconds. Right?
Go a little bit long.
I know. So I say the best one. So I did this other thing, okay, called quartetophone. Thank you. There's not much to see about that either, right? So so quartetophone was a live performance piece where I have had a. Were any of you there for it? Did you get to see it? Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically, so there was a live string quartet, and they were not given any music. Instead, they were given tablets, and the audience was allowed to pull up a special web page on their cell phone, and from there, write their own music right on the tablet or on their cell phones, and then that was then the instructions given to the performers, and then they just had to play whatever the audience gave them. So it was a big mess. It was awesome, right? Well, anyway, that's it.
What did your quartet think?
Huh?
What did your quartet
They were rowdy. They were having too much fun, I think. So no, they loved it. I think that I was expecting it to be like really painful for them, right? Because they're professionals and they usually have a good structure, right? But I did choose a quartet that's they're like an edgy quartet or whatever, right? So like I knew I was working with a group of people that really could handle being put into this situation, and they did just fine. They improvised a little too much, in my opinion. But that's the artist saying whatever. Sure, and I mean that's totally to be expected, right? Once you have somebody in control, they're gonna totally abuse it, and that's I think what was really fun. What I didn't see was a lot. I was expecting more collaboration, right? We're like, oh, you're playing this now, I'm playing this, and then now we're playing together and we're writing music together. But so I didn't see a lot of that happening, but it's kind of hard to tell anyway. So I think that maybe if the quartet did stay strictly to the script, and I mean I told them to go, use your best judgment on what to play, so turned out pretty cool. So I luckily, thanks to RunJumpDev, it was recorded live, and actually was able to get the audio from that, and I cleaned it up, and it's like awesome. Like it sounds like really, really good. You'd never know that it was, written by an audience. So anyway.